You're waging war on the devil, and every true Christian is a warrior. You know, when you're baptized in the Orthodox Church, you're basically, donned a new warrior for Christ. You know, and it's because you are at war in your own heart with the forces of evil, with demons, with Satan. And so in this world, there is only that resisting Satanism. Even the people in the truther movement or in the truther communities that are like, no, I know Klaus Schwab's, evil. I know this is all a lie. Like, they're not actually at war with these people unless they know Christ, unless they're living in Christ. Because at the end of the day, that's where the battle is. The battle's in your own heart. It's not in the world. It's not wake up the sheeple and that's how we do this. Because you can wake up the sheep all you want. Most people are aware that the government's not here to help. Most people are aware that the people in governments, corrupt people at the top are not our friends, et cetera, et cetera. That doesn't really do anything. You can be aware of this stuff. You can, talk about it all day on Reddit or whatever, and that's not going to do anything. The only thing that has any real effect is when you personally can step away from sin, when you personally can reject the devil in your own heart and actually take in the energies of Christ, then that those energies shine out of you and they help draw other people into the ark. And that's basically the way it works. And so when you take that fundamental understanding, then you start to see, okay, Christianity is at war. Christianity is resisting Satan, and it's the only ones truly doing that.
Yeah, and I think, not to get off on a tangent, but I think that that's something that, like, I kind of got, I've been into, conspiracy kind of stuff for a long time, but I think that, so I sort of kind of got disillusioned with the whole truther
Mm-hmm.
movement, because a lot of these people, it's like, oh, well, we're spreading information. And it's like,
Yeah.
okay, that information is good to have. I'm all for, like, that's what we're doing now, but also there's something else, like you were just talking about, like there's something else, like we're coming from a different place where
Yeah.
I kind of will jokingly sometimes, talk about, like, mass awakenings or consciousness shift or something. And I think that language is kind of funny. But yeah, a lot of the people in that movement, like, they may recognize all the same things we recognize, but their solution is, we need like a mass awakening. It's okay. So people get the information, then what?
Right.
If you have the information, I mean, okay, what are you going to do with it?
Right.
And
Exactly.
so I think that that's something that is kind of gets lost in there, is that
Yep.
people don't have something to oppose, or they have these very kind of like hippie, ideals of, well, we're all just sit in a circle in the field, and
Yep.
um, yeah,
Exactly.
it's like that's not going to work, because another part of, the sort of sin that we all deal with is conflict. Like, there's
Yep.
always going to be conflict between people. So whether it's a, truth or utopia, or a utopia created by the richest and most powerful people in the world, like, it's going to fail either way.
Yes, exactly. Jen Powers sent $10. Thank you so much, Jen. She says, enjoy the content. Really, really appreciate you, Jen. Thank you so much. And yeah, anybody, if you have any questions or comments, that's how you do it. Be like Jen. Support the show. It really does help me with this channel. It helps me get equipment. Helps me stay going, keep going. So, I feel like a lot of content creators have this mixed up where they're entitled to donations, or they feel like, pay me or I'm not gonna do this. I do this for fun, whether I make, most of the time I don't make anything doing this, and I do this because it's fun and because I enjoy doing it, because I want to build something good. So I know how it works. People donate when they appreciate the work, when they're having fun, when they enjoy it. So I at no point have any sort of entitlement to donations. That's why I just say, if you enjoy it, if you find value in it, it definitely does help. So thank you so much, Jen. It really means a lot to me.